Why is it so hard to find reliable answers to parenting questions? How is it in 2022, parents still search on Google for answers from strangers? Well, now there's a better way. Introducing the Good Inside membership, an expert-guided, community-powered platform redefining modern parenting. In our library, you'll find hundreds of bite-sized videos, articles, scripts, and workshops tackling the trickiest parenting topics. And it doesn't stop here. We've created a private community guided by me, Dr. Becky, and coaches trained in the Good Inside parenting method. Here you can ask questions, connect with other parents, or attend a live event on a topic that matters to you. This is the parenting handbook that doesn't exist. This is parenting advice at your fingertips, where you need it, when you need it the most. This is Good Inside membership. Hi, I'm Dr. Becky, and this is Good Inside. A couple things. Number one, I don't like to lose. I want to say that. I really don't like to lose. I don't like to lose at anything. In fact, most people don't like to lose. And that's useful to remember because it can help us frame what our objective is. Our objective isn't to have a kid feel the same about winning and losing. An objective is to help a kid tolerate losing or tolerate the idea that they might lose, right? Because that's usually the thing that's intolerable that leads to cheating. And just remind yourself of that. My kid doesn't have to like losing. I want my kid to tolerate the feelings involved in losing. Just tolerate it. The other thing I'd say is let's try to get out of is it a good thing that they like to win or is it a bad thing that they like to win? I feel like anytime we're trying to describe something as one way or the other, we're probably missing nuance, right? And I think some of the nuance is, okay, my kid's motivated by winning is what it is. That means my child probably needs a little more help tolerating losing. Okay, I'm the parent. I'm going to figure out how to help them build that skill. So let's go over how to do that. Number one, MGI. What's MGI? One of my favorite acronyms, most generous interpretation. It's the opposite of LGI, the least generous interpretation. What's my least generous interpretation of my child's struggle to lose and cheating? Oh, they're trying to manipulate me. They're trying to pull one over me. For most of us, me too, least generous interpretation comes up much more naturally than most generous interpretation. So just note it when it happens. You know you're in least generous interpretation mode when you feel angry and antagonistic toward a child because it shows you're looking at them as the enemy. When you're in MGI mode, you actually kind of empathize with your kid and think about how to help them. What's the MGI here? Wow, it must feel so bad to lose. It actually must feel worse than bad. It must feel kind of identity destroying because my child actually seeks to change reality. That's what cheating is. My child goes to change reality rather than tolerate the feelings of losing. That doesn't make my child a bad kid. That makes my child a very vulnerable kid. My child is actually experiencing a lot of fragility around playing games that have a winner. I know when I think about it that way, I really soften toward my child. And I hope we all take a moment right now to see that vulnerability, not the manipulation. Okay, what next after you have the MGI? Emotional vaccination. We have to help our kids get ready for any difficult emotion they're going to have because emotions are hard enough to cope with that if you're then surprised by them, that just makes it impossible for all of us. So here's what I do before you play a game. Let's say you're sitting down to play Sorry or one of my favorite games, Quirkle. I might say this to my child. You know what I'm thinking about? Someone is going to win and someone is going to lose. Raise your hand if you'd rather win, right? Kind of some playfulness. I'd raise my hand. Definitely me. I really hope I win. And then I just model this and kind of emotionally vaccinate for the difficult moment ahead. Okay, I'm going to get my body ready just in case I'm the one who loses this game. Okay, Becky, I'm the same good, smart person, whether I win or lose. I'm the same good, smart person, whether I win or lose. Okay, one more breath. Oh, okay, I think I'm now ready to play. I wouldn't turn to my child and say, you say that now. You get ready too. Your modeling is more than enough, and it removes any shame from the situation, which means your child can actually absorb what you're saying and learn. I'd go a step further. So I'm playing Quirkle, which is a game where you kind of pull certain tiles out of a bag. I might say this. Oh, you know what? I kind of wanted to look into the bag and pull out the piece I needed. I was about to do that, because I really wanted to win. Wait, let me just wait a second. I'm the same smart person, whether I win or lose. Every time I model the same urge and how to cope with it, I am helping my child learn to cope with the feelings that they have not learned yet to cope with. That is why they end up cheating or being not such a good sport. What else would I do? Well, I'd work on this outside the moment. I might tell a story to my child of cheating. When I was your age, you don't even want to know what I did. Oh my goodness, you don't even want to know. Okay. I'm going to tell you, but okay. I'm going to tell you, it's hard to say. I used to pretend I rolled a 5 sometimes in certain games when I really rolled a 1. Oh, I know. It just was hard to get that 1 when I wanted the 5. And I figured it out over time. Every time we deshame a struggle a kid is having through sharing an experience of our own, we actually help that child cope with it because they feel less alone. All of these strategies are very different than saying to our kid, no cheating, okay? No cheating. But I promise you, they are at the core of building the skills your kid actually needs to have a change in their behavior.